It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest Writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1643, recorded Thursday, October 5th, 2017. Intermittent Workiness. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 more gadgets from Interbike. I start a new month, so therefore a new theme chosen by the patrons. And Dickie D has a gadget warehouse of a gadget that is 25 years old and still in production. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, the farmer of gadgets, Dick DeBartolo. You just raise those gadgets up on your cage-free farm.
Exactly. Yes, I'm growing gadgets in my backyard.
Exactly.
I understand your green beans are not doing well in your backyard.
Becky was nice enough to send me some. They were like lima beans that were like laser etched with the letters OMG. I'm OMG Chad on the internet, and you were supposed to plant them, and they would grow, and then the OMG would show up in the plant. And I don't know if it was how I planted them or what, but they have become quite moldy in the pot. There's there's the soil that they gave you, and then now there's just this layer of mold on top of them. So it may be time to retire those lima beans.
Oh, I think so.
Possibly. So yeah, the OMG bean farm isn't doing so hot this year, but maybe it was the time of year. Maybe I shouldn't have planted them in the fall.
Oh, that could be. Could be.
They're just sitting in my kitchen, so I don't think.
Oh, all right. Yeah. No, I've been gathering stuff together. Our meetup is Sunday.
This weekend.
So if you're watching this live or you happen to catch it very early on Saturday or late Friday night when it goes up, New York City, Sunday, 2 to 4. And if you've never been to Disneyland, we'll take a group back here to see the studio.
It's fun.
So,
very fun.
Yeah.
If you need more information, gizwiz.biz. On the side, there's Dick's blog and log. Click that. It'll be the first post there.
The first thing you see.
Yep. Boat
and
Basin
you have a good
Cafe.
week?
Oh, yeah. It's been a fine week. Not a lot done. This is gearing up to be a very busy next 2 weeks because the Giz Wiz meetup is this weekend. I'll be getting back, I think, on Tuesday. We record the show on Wednesday, and I have some other work I need to get done. Then on Thursday, I leave again for a 48-hour charity marathon that I do every year with Mindcrack, my gaming group. Get back on Monday. We have some time. That week is basically the same. Then that weekend, there's an event. I've talked about the presidential libraries and things like that.
Yeah.
Bush 41 is doing a event where all of the former presidents will be there. It's a concert I believe it's for
They're going to sing?
Harvey. I don't think they're going to. There's a chance that Bill will get out there with a saxophone.
Okay.
There's a slight chance. And so I just bought tickets to that. That's over the next weekend. And so October is always just a packed month. And this year it is no different. There's just going to be a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, yes, right. Well, we have a few changes. I'm going to a charity event on a Thursday, October 19th. So we're doing a couple Wednesdays, but just keep track at gizwiz.tv. Right at the top there, it tells about our changes.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll start getting into Christmas season. September is like when everything gets released. Well,
we have to do Halloween first. I'm still waiting for the Spirit. What is that store called? Spirit of
they've
Halloween?
opened. Yes, Spirit of Halloween.
See, ours just still has. I hope they.
Mine opened last month. I was driving around and I saw the signs and I was like, it's not even October yet and they're open.
Oh no! I walked by yesterday. Dennis and I walked up and I said, "Let's go look at the Halloween store," because this charity event we're going to on October 19th is a Halloween event, and the sign is still in the window looking for help. Maybe no one showed up.
Yeah.
Because I thought that they should be open by now.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway. Yeah, Chica Cherry in the Twitch chat is saying open over here as well.
Oh, so, that is not a good sign.
I think it's just New York. I think you have a
they every year they rent a different a store that's unrentable.
This has become a trend, actually. It's called pop-up stores. Now, Spirit did it before everyone else, right? I mean, Spirit was... They go in, they rent something unrented for just a few months, and then they do their thing and they're out. But these pop-up stores are becoming incredibly popular for lots of launches of product. I've seen it done for some technology products. I've seen it done for makeup products. I've seen it done for fashion. They'll do a store that's like specialized to that one thing, but only for a little while. And
Lionel 3 years ago took over a big store and had a train layout, and it was great.
Yeah.
And it was kind of fun because they did it obviously during December, and it was fun to actually fun just to hear people come in. A guy goes, "My kid loves trains. I don't want something that's difficult. What do you have a box that like everything is in the box? The train, the tracks, the transformer, the wires." And the guy said, "We have that. $690. Okay, I'll take it."
Wow.
Boy, I wish that guy was my father.
What an impulse buy. Over the weekend, exactly. I did go to the state fair with my family. And the state fair is one of the largest, it's almost like a local fair. Like they have the traditions of local fairs where, they have pie making contests and they have, preserve contests or jelly or jams and stuff like that. But it's all exploded to gargantuan proportions. So like the jelly thing has just like a total wall, just shelf, filled with jar. I mean, it's just like a 20-foot wall filled with jellies. And
someone's going to judge them?
Yeah, and they award ribbons, and so you can see some of the ribbons on the preserves or jellies or whatever. And they do that with art and crafts. There's a whole shoe section where you put stuff on shoes, and then that's judged, and you would get a winning ribbon for stuff on top of shoes. And there's like macaroni sculptures. One of the big things is that there's a butter sculpture, a humongous butter sculpture, and it must be, I would say, 5 foot tall by 10 feet wide by another 5 feet. I mean, it's humongous. It almost looks like Mount Rushmore, but the faces are different.
Do they have a "I can't believe it's not butter" sculpture?
You would think that would be sponsored by someone.
Yeah,
it would be the margarine sculpture instead of the butter sculpture. But yeah, and so it's humongous. I mean, it lasts for a few weeks, like 4 weeks every day.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Now there's lots of things to see and buy. There's booths. And at this state fair from Texas, there's a lot of like almost corporate booths. So you'll see a lot of spas and hot tubs and mattresses and barbecue pits and things like that. And one of the things me and my parents stayed a little while at is they have you've seen these at CES, the massage chairs that they set up. They set up these, they look like pods and they massage every part of your body. They stretch you out, flip you over.
They almost scare me sometimes because they lock around your legs.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, exactly. And my parents had never seen one, so they tested them out. And we're sitting there, and we assume that they're going to try to sell one to us. But the starting price is $6,500. Starting price. And the guy seemed like put out that we weren't just going to impulse buy a chair for $6,000. We're like, yeah, we need to think about it. Well, a lot of people who think about it don't come back. It's like, well,
Oh my
I'm not just going to
gosh.
drop $6,000 on a chair. What an impulse buy that would be.
Wow.
So yeah, anyway, we had a great time at the state fair. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I guess let's
All right,
jump
should we
into some gadgets,
jump
yeah.
into 3 accessories for your bike, and the first one is, I think, very clever. So let's go to Interbike. Dickie Bartolo, man's maddest writer, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. Still at Interbike. Justin, turns out that Justin really knows how to use a camera. Everybody has a bike. Everybody wants to carry a lock with them. But this is an ingenious idea. Michael's going to tell us about
Hi.
Seaty Lock. So we have a seat.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a city lock because it's a seat and a lock in one, which solves a lot of problems. First thing, you'll never forget your lock again at home because he always has integrated on your bike.
Wait, the lock is in here?
The lock is actually in here. And big thing about it, you'll never have your saddle stolen. Not everywhere, but many places have their saddle stolen. And this is the ultimate solution for saddle theft.
And saddle is seat. It took me only 3 years to learn that.
Yeah, saddle, seat.
Saddle and seat. All right. So show me where the lock is.
So we ride it like any other saddle. It's the same thing. And we open the lever. 5 seconds later, and we have a lock.
That is great. So this goes around something permanent.
This goes around something permanent. It's 1 meter long, so it's very big. You can get the wheel and the frame and the fixed object. So
That is great. Now, Michael, everybody watching has all different kinds of bikes. So will it fit most bikes, all bikes, some bikes?
great question. Thank you for that question. Yes, the City Lock comes with a universal adapter, which is this one. And the universal adapter has 2 rails like any other saddle in the market. So it's 100% universal. No matter what seat post you have, this would be suitable for that.
That is great. And the retail price?
Retails at $99 US. So
Okay. And is it out now or coming?
it's out. Actually, it was on Kickstarter some time ago. There were thousands of people bought it on Kickstarter, and a lot of since then, and it's out there.
So I think it's a great idea. Does it come in colors?
Yes, it comes in colors. It comes in green, red, black, gray, and in 2 different sizes. Important to say. This is the tracking model, which is a bit smaller, and there's the comfort one, which is a bit comfier.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really interesting invention. Sweaty. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Seaty Lock up there. Not seedy, Seaty lock. Is it seatylock.com?
It's citylog.com. Yes, it is.
Great. Dick DiBartolo, man's maddest writer, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. Bye.
A seedy-like lock would be very...
Yes.
It kind of seems like, it's seedy.
Yeah. It seems like a weird name. City.
City, or sit, yeah. It brings up cities
City
or
lock, yeah.
cities, or yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But what a great idea is! I didn't even know that people. I'm not a big bike person. Makes sense that anything not totally welded into the bike might get stolen. I hear about wheels being stolen and things like that.
Yes.
Steal
So
a
this
seat.
way, yes, your seat is part of this lock.
Yeah.
And then you put it through the wheel and around the frame and then lock it. And he didn't mention it there, but he said that the iron interlocking links are plasticized, plastic coating, so it won't scratch anything. And it does hold up really neat. It's quite clever.
It definitely also seems very strong. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I see some of the chains or loops. This looks pretty beefy. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going to try to come up with a bolt cutter, this looks like it might even stand up a bit to
Before it
something
goes
like that.
through it. And
Exactly.
I just noticed it there. I didn't even see it at the show. Evidently, you can get the same lock to go on your frame if you don't want the seat option.
Yeah, exactly.
They sell
This
the
is
same
very
technology in
interesting.
that light. Yeah, isn't that interesting? My
Yeah.
feeling was that they had sent this out to the printer and it was seat and lock. And somehow the printer thought, is that, oh, it's not an ampersand, it's a Y. And he printed everything that said CD lock. And I said, well, it's done now. So,
Yeah, exactly. And then the rest is history.
Yeah. But
cool.
it's a clever idea.
It's a clever idea. It looks like they have everything just locked down. Lots of colors, lots of options, different, for people who are going to need more of like a speedster style versus a comfort style.
Yeah, I like that he says the comfort seat is comfortier.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he came up with the name.
Yeah,
it's seatier and it's comfier.
Yeah,
comfortier.
Exactly. It's just a way with words. I like it a lot. I think this is fantastic.
It's very clever.
Now, $100 may be little pricey, but you're getting this.
I know, like the kryptonite locks, those heavy duty things.
Yeah,
they're like 140. It seems that things that you really need are very high priced. I think they figure if you need a lock, you must live in a neighborhood where you really need a lock. So we can throw like another $20 in there, and you won't know that you'll still pay it.
Exactly.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. And bikes are not cheap, so a small investment in a lock that you're going to use and have with you is a pretty good investment.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Our second guy is another very inventive device, and I'll see what you think of it. It's the Smart Halo. Hey, Dickie Bartolo, Man's Medist writer, and the Giz Wiz. One take there here at gizwiz.tv. Into Bike 2017. We're always looking for gadgets, and I came across something called Smart Halo, and Xavier here is going to tell us what Smart Halo can do. We already like it because it's lighting up and doing things. So, Xavier, what is Smart Halo?
So, Smart Halo is a connected bike for urban cyclists. So it's a device that you install on your handlebar, so it turns any bike into a smart bike. And basically it will give you turn-by-turn navigation very easily, just using a circle. So there's no maps, no numbers, no screen. It's not a Garmin.
And where's it getting the information that it's sending to send you in the different direction?
Right, so it uses a smartphone app that we created, and it pairs by Bluetooth to this device. So you just enter your destination inside the app, and it will send the commands to the device so that the phone can stay in the pocket.
Okay, and what's it doing right now then?
So this, for instance, would be a left turn. Basically, the circle will fill up to show you the right direction. This is a right turn that you have to make, and it fills up in green, and when it flashes, now is the time to make a turn.
So it'll tell you the exact street at which you have to make the turn. So there's no voice. Everything is...
It's simply visual, and the idea is that we don't want people to take their eyes off the road, so it's very simple. You just look, and it's super intuitive, right?
Okay, and earlier when we came by, they still are. What are the two lights in the front for?
So this is a automatic front light. It will turn on as soon as you get on your bike, and it will turn off by itself when you leave. So there's no forgetting the light on.
Is there any sort of security in this, or you just take it with you?
So basically it's meant to stay on the bike all the time. The product is provided with a key. I'll show it to you. So this is the key. It is unique to you. And then with it, you can easily remove the top unit from the base to charge it, but otherwise it stays on the bike all the time. And when that happens, it means that it can protect your bike against theft. So there's sensors inside, and when you're not around, when it's not connected to your phone, it will trigger a loud alarm on the device when somebody tries to steal your bike.
Smart Halo sells for
$149 US.
$149, and is it out now?
It's gonna be available on our website today, and all across the US in Apple stores.
Okay, at Apple stores. Oh, great. SmartHalo.com?
That's right. .bike.
Bike. Bike?
That's right.
Oh, SmartHalo.bike. Who knew? I like it. Dickie Bartolo, Man's Medist writer, and the Giz Wiz. One take there here at Into Bike 2017. Bye.
Those .coms are getting harder and harder to buy.
I think you can get a .com for just about anything now.
Yeah, you can get a dot something. You can get a dot. Yeah, exactly. Dot studio. Dot anything really. Yeah. Very funny.
So anyway, what's your thought about this?
I like the idea of not a ton of information. You're simplifying as much as you can so that you can keep your eyes on the road, be aware of what's around you, and just the little circle will give you directions. I think everyone's first thought is, well, what happens when it gets really complicated? Like, what happens when there's a roundabout or the directions are incredibly simple? That's what I would worry about, is what happens when things get complicated. Now, looking at their website, it seems like they are able to give you pretty good navigation. There was
I mean, they were saying that I watched some of it on the website too. Like, if you decide that you don't want to turn down that road, it'll then make up a new route, like a Garmin would,
right? Because
now it knows that you passed that thing, and so it's going to give you a new way to go,
right? And
there is a learning curve because it can do other things. For example, there's a set of pink lights, and these are options that you can turn on or off. You can set your fitness goals,
right?
And then a complete circle is what your fitness goals are. Actually, that's the pink. And then as you ride, you'll see a quarter circle means you sort of have to estimate what the circle,
right,
how much the circle. And also you can hit speedometer, and within the app, you tell it that you like your top speed to be 20 miles an hour. And then if you're going 10 miles an hour, half a rainbow will light, and you'll know that's pretty much an approximation of your speed. So it does a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
And their concept was these LED lights will be less distracting than trying to look down at a phone.
Yeah, I can only imagine trying to make sure a phone is mounted, securely, and then B, touch devices while moving.
Yes.
Can't be fun. So. A big plus and a big selling point is also it's in Apple stores. I mean, just that seal of approval is like, okay, I think that they're doing something right. If a big company like Apple likes them, my impression is, okay, it's pretty good.
Yeah, no.
I
think you probably noticed it even when he said it. When I said, "Oh, in Apple stores."
Oh, yeah.
That was sort of like, why did you say that at the top?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Smart Halo.
It's Smart Halo. And our final guy is a pretty nifty helmet system. We like things that are a system.
Ooh.
Here it is.
Hey, Dick DiBartolo, Man's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. One Take Theater. We're with Leah with Sena. Now, last year, you told me there was a helmet coming with a camera in it.
Yes.
Is it here? Is it here now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have it right here. This is our X1 Pro. This is going to be available in the next month. You can buy it directly through our website, through buysena.com. But this is fully integrated with our premium Bluetooth technology. So you can do helmet-to-helmet, pair 4 helmets together, intercom over 900 meters, pair your smartphone, listen to music, hear GPS directions. If you're using a fitness app, you can hear the cues through the open-ear speakers. So you still have complete awareness of your surroundings. You can hear what's going on. And then, of course, the built-in camera.
Now, if I want to film with the camera, video with the camera, what am I using as a monitor?
So it actually has Wi-Fi, and it's Wi-Fi enabled. So through our app, you can do a preview of the camera, and then
set it up before you take off. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It takes micro USBs. You can do 32 gig, and it has 2 hours of recording time, while the Bluetooth is 12 hours of talk time.
Okay. Is 32 megabytes the biggest card you can put in there?
Well, it's what's recommended. So you can do bigger if you want, but it's recommended is 32.
Okay.
You're gonna get
the price point?
The price point for this is $349.
Okay, and you said within a month or so.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And that's with the Bluetooth and the camera. And then the X1 without the camera is retails for $199.
Okay, and your website is?
Sena.com.
Sena.com. Sena.com. Thanks so much.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
take care. Bye. Dick DeBartolo, Man's Maddest Writer, Interbike, Las Vegas.
That's very cool. I know that at TWIT we had some people who were motorcycle riders, and then we had some people who would ride bikes, and they almost always used GoPros to keep video as a dash cam, basically. And so I'm positive that the automatic recording and making sure that you have your ride in case something goes wrong or in case something goes right and it's a wonderful shot or something like that is perfect. I mean, there's definitely a huge market for this for people who...
Also, the fact that a lot of people go biking in groups, especially
Totally.
if you going up a mountain or a day by, and the fact that 4 people within a half a mile of each other can be conversing, and they're open ear speakers in the helmet so that it doesn't block out.
Yeah, you're
other
still
things.
aware of your surroundings. Yeah.
Exactly, and people honking horns and stuff. But you can have music in there. You can answer phone calls. There's a built-in mic, noise reduction mic. For some reason, there's also an FM radio in there. So it's pretty neat. So the camera adds a lot price-wise.
Yeah,
It's roughly, this is suggested retail. I don't know if when they get on the marketplace they'll drop in price, but $199, I guess $200 for that helmet without the camera, and $349 for the helmet with the camera.
Yeah, that's $150. It's quite a
Yeah,
lot.
for your camera.
But definitely, I mean, if you're someone who bikes all the time, who is with people who might also be buying something like this, I could absolutely see wanting to purchase this. I know a lot of people bike to work. It's just like, oh, this makes so much sense. Instead of Bluetooth headphones that would go into your ear and make it so that you can't hear. This is just fantastic.
A great way to go.
Yeah.
The Sena X1 is without the camera, and the new one, it's going to be out in a month, she said, is the X1 Pro.
Perfect. Okay.
Well, now I am so excited because in our infinite planning, I have no idea. Chad keeps it at Chad's crappy corner.
Crappy corner. Get it.
Because I am not a Patreon of this particular show. I have no idea what the voting was and what the winner was, so Chad will fill us in.
Perfect. So we asked our patrons, and overwhelmingly, people agreed. The options were smart home gadgets, Halloween and spooky gadgets, and gaming gadgets. And just as you gravitated towards one, everyone else gravitated towards Halloween and spooky gadgets, with close to 100 votes.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow.
absolutely. They wanted us to go check out some Halloween gadgets. So I went, actually, one of the reasons I knew Spirit of Halloween was open is I decided to start my search there first, and I found a pretty techie gadget. I like it. It is the Alien voice changer. Now, they did have another voice changer. I got the Alien version. I think they had like a werewolf voice changer or something like that. And so you can choose from 10 different voices. Has a microphone. So the idea is you'd put the microphone on your lapel and then use the box to be louder than your actual voice. What's funny, I didn't realize this until I got back into the car, is that my packaging actually had been opened.
Oh.
And there's double-sided tape on the packaging. So that's what you get.
Does it work?
It does work. I did want to make sure that it worked, and they also threw a battery in it because it had a one of those screws, so I didn't want to have to do that on this show. The wire that it gives you, let's see exactly how long this but it gives you a wire that can't be disconnected. So you got it's about a 3-foot wire, just about. And then, whoa. Okay, seems fine. What? Hello? Oh, okay, it's on. Oh, I thought I had it in the off position. I was very confused. There's an on-off switch on the side, and then the top, there's a whole bunch of different settings that you can choose from. So you can see that there's an A-B setting, a VC, a laugh, and a scream. And on the back of the packaging, it gives you options for if you switched all of these on versus off, what you would get. So some options are low pitch, high pitch, very low pitch, very high pitch, original plus robotic, low robotic, very high robotic, amplify original voice with high pitch, only amplify original voice with no effect, robotic with high pitch. So you can kind of get the idea there. Let's do only amplify original voice with no effect. In order to do that, I would turn on laugh. So let's turn on laugh, and then I would turn on B. So this is my original voice with no effect, only amplified. Of course, turn on the device as well. Test, 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 test. That does not sound anything like my original voice. Also, that is very annoying. Why is it doing that? Stop. Okay, this isn't fun. Stop.
Is that feedback?
I think it's feedback. Okay, let's work this kind of like you would if I was actually going to go out. You can hear it screeching in the background.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take my microphone and move it closer to I don't know if I want to move it closer to this speaker because it's quite annoying. Here we go. Okay, this is a test. This is just the speaker. Let's change some of these settings. We're gonna aim. Oh my gosh, that sound. Test. Okay, looks like we stopped the screeching. Test. Can you understand anything? I mean, it's unintelligible. Unintelligible.
That sounds a little better. At least the.
Okay, so it looks like maybe I have a setting that doesn't sound absolutely horrible. Test. This is,
I don't know. Hey, there we go. This one sounds high-pitched, ridiculous. Do I sound like a robot? Would you
A little
claim
bit.
this is a robot? I feel like it's more
embarrassing just listening to
The embarrassing. Welcome to the embarrassing robot show.
Disguise your voice, Earthlings, is what the packaging says. I gotta say, this is kind of this definitely falls into the crappy corner section of the crappy corner.
Do you think someone returned it?
Probably.
And they said, let's just put it back on the shelf.
I think the laugh was what was causing all that screechiness. Test.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. That's just as bad as a fire alarm. That high-pitched screeching.
Well, how crappy it is going to depend on the price.
Yeah. Okay. Let's turn this off. There we go. Oh my gosh, my headache has been amplified by the amplifier. This cost an astounding $10. To me, that's medium. It's not too bad.
Yeah, no. If you said $20, I would say, wow,
Whoa.
That is crap.
Now, of course, there's other options online, and I was able to find one on Amazon that may or may not be better. It has 2.5 stars, so it sounds like we're working with about quite the same amount of quality. That's only $6.50, and that is just a Form Novelties voice disguiser with microphone, but this looks very similar, just a different color of plastic. and over 50 reviews.
Oh my gosh!
Although the
but
majority of
5
them
stars,
are
15%.
the majority is one star. Over 39% 1-star reviews. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. The thing is that I feel like I had to scream so much in order to get over the little gate, the noise gate, that anyone who was actually standing here in the room with me would be able to hear my voice, which much more than the...
That's it. That is the problem. Maybe because you have a mic there, but it's sort of like you hear you talking almost as loud as you hear the thing talking.
Yeah, definitely. And also, that screechy sound kind of just like kills it for me. It's like, no, I don't. As long as that doesn't happen, that's okay. I think this falls firmly in the crappy section of the crappy corner. Cheap plastic, cheap sounding device, intermittent workiness. I'm a professional gadget reviewer here. Yeah, I don't.
What's it called? The monster voice changer?
The alien voice changer.
Oh, alien.
And this one that I purchased was from Spirit of Halloween. Possibly already opened and messed with. So there you go, crappy corner number 1. We're gonna have a whole bunch of Halloween gadgets. I'm hoping to find some things that maybe we could show off for the front door. When kids come by and to give away candy and things like that. I think that'd be something fun to do. But you can get it on Amazon for $6.49. Your results may vary compared to the alien voice changer. With that, let's jump into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play. In Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
Okay, so as you said, it's a 25-year-old gadget. It's changed a lot over the years, but actually, I think the video will tell the whole story.
Okay, here we go. There we go.
Dick DeBartolo, Mads, Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz. One take theater here at gizwiz.tv. Talking about Dick's Gadget Warehouse, we're going to talk about a gadget that has its 25th anniversary this month. It's October 2017. This device came out in 1992, October, and it was from IBM, and it was the ThinkPad. Okay. So Lenovo bought IBM's personal computer business in 2005.
The thickness
and
of
this
the
week,
ThinkPad.
in honor of the 25th anniversary, Lenovo sent everybody one of these. Okay.
Wow.
And I thought,
Was that the box? Oh.
a ThinkPad, a very big ThinkPad. And why are they using this big box? And then I look closer and I see 144 megabytes. So this was the floppy drive, the CD-ROM. The ThinkPad was one of the first to have removable hard drive. It had weird power, 20 volts DC. It had a 20 megahertz processor. I'm looking at it had a 10.4 inch color screen, 256 colors. It weighed 7.5 pounds, and it was actually a little bit smaller than this, not much smaller. It would have been great if this box were the actual size of the ThinkPad, but it cost, let me look here, $4,350 in 2017 dollars. That is $7,590. If you didn't have that kind of money, there was a black and white version, and that's it over there. That was only about 6 pounds, and it was the 300. Also came out in 1992, and it was monochrome with a 640 by 480 graphics. Inside the box,
was another innovation. Ta-da! Think Light. All right. So 25 years ago, who knew from illuminated keyboards, backlit keyboards? So it had 2 LEDs to shine down on the keyboard if you're on an airplane or something like that, or typing in the dark. It also introduced this in a much, much smaller version, the Track Point. Some people call it the Eraser. That's still in the current version. And then Lenovo, knowing that the press would not want to really get a new ThinkPad, thought we would much prefer a chocolate keyboard. Okay. And I haven't tried it yet, but my guess is I can eat, probably about 17 letters a minute. Now, the ThinkPad is not dead. 25 years later, still a ThinkPad, still a little track point. Now there's also a trackpad. It's all carbon. It weighs about 2.5 pounds. It's about, I think it starts at $1,500. And I have a thing here from Lenovo. Their new ThinkPad is 347,000 times faster than the original and has 1,024 times more memory. But it's still kind of interesting that something 25 years ago, that at least the logo is unchanged. Everything else has gotten hundreds of times, thousands of times better. Dick DiBartolo, Mads Medistrider, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. I've gotten like 3 times better. Tops.
I love that. The ThinkPad is such a cherished brand. I know,
isn't it?
In the tech industry, there are people who swear by their ThinkPads. They love the keyboards. They love that little eraser in the middle. They love absolutely everything about their ThinkPads. And
you know, on the Lenovo website, I can't remember, but I believe it's that they have sold more than 100 million ThinkPads.
I would agree.
You know, over the years. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that is a good accomplishment. I mean, any product that lasts over 25 years
yes.
is pretty incredible. Yeah, man, the ThinkPad. I know that I believe that my mother used a ThinkPad. I remember at TWiT there were people who would only ask for ThinkPads. Yeah, just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and you know, like that CT lock, I think somewhere along the line something got mixed up, because I don't know why they did such an elaborate press thing and sent out a box that was slightly bigger than the ThinkPad. It would have been perfect. I don't know
if the size was exactly what it was.
Exactly,
back in the
right.
day.
But it was still interesting. At first I was thinking, what an elaborate box for there's just a press release and a chocolate bar. But then when I saw that the outline of it was like what the ThinkPad was, I thought, boy, this is really kind of an interesting but expensive way to make people aware of the history of the ThinkPad.
Yeah, definitely. I know that a lot of people, it was just their default. They wouldn't even go look for another. They just knew, you know what, ThinkPad's the one I'm going to get. If I'm getting a PC, I'm getting a ThinkPad. I'll just get it. Man, that's really, really cool. Yeah. Very cool. And was the chocolate good? Have you had a chance to test it?
I haven't. I'll bring it to the meetup.
There you go.
Yeah.
Share the
What's your
chocolate.
favorite letter? I'll save it for you.
Oh gosh, that's a hard question. I don't know. The backspace.
I'll save you all the vowels. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we should cut it up and spell stuff with it
There you go.
at the meetup. With that, let's jump into something else that required a keyboard: the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
And our letter is from Mo, who's going to be at the meetup on Sunday. Dick and Chad, I saw this. I know how much Dick likes LED lights. I'm thinking of getting a couple of these myself. Chad, I think we'll go to that little video. It's only a 10-second video. It is a cabinet light that is built into the hinge.
Yeah, and to the French door hinge, there's a light that clips on with a little switch that can detect if the door is open or not.
I think this is now. I am totally baffled by the price. Go to the link, the Amazon link that Mo provided, because now it says only available from these sellers. And what I don't understand, it says 6 pieces. So you get, you're getting 6 of those for $14.
That seems awesome.
Doesn't that seem?
That seems pretty good. I think $2 a light. I don't know. Yeah, that's good, right?
It is. The problem is the first. What's that battery?
Is that 6 pieces? Is that 4 pieces right there? We're looking at
1, 2.
Wait a second. I don't know.
Also, what kind of battery is that?
Good question. That looks like a really weird sized battery.
Yes, that looks like a battery that's going to cost you another $14 to replace it.
Yeah, definitely. But how nice would that be? Every time you open up the cabinet, the light just magically turns on. That's great. No reviews yet. Man, this
reviews at all.
This is a brilliant idea that more people need to try to manufacture. This is great.
Yeah, works with one piece of 23A 12-volt battery, which is included.
Yeah, that's what you need.
6 pieces.
But
I would say that they're talking about 6 of them.
Yeah.
Because taken apart, it's only 4 pieces. But anyway.
Yeah, the math doesn't work out. It looks like you can buy 2 23A batteries for $4 from Energizer. So not too bad.
No, and they should last like a heck of a long time.
Yeah, I mean, just the LEDs
how long
don't have that much.
And your cabinet door, you're going to open it, find what you want, and close it.
Yeah, here's was this a 5-pack for $5? So $1 a battery.
Oh, $1. Oh, okay.
Not bad.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a great idea.
Man, I might have to purchase this and test it out, because that is nice. That is really nice. I have to count how many doors I have on my cabinets. I might have to buy a few. That's perfect. That is a great letter.
That's a great thing.
Perfect.
Mo, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, now I know what I need to go buy. Hey, you can be playing a game right now at gizwiz.biz.
Oh, and we also have to mention, since I did the Gadget Warehouse, we do have 1 or 2 Gadget Warehouse videos, but we're always looking for more. Okay, the video can be anything that has to do with a gadget. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes. Use your phone, use horizontal, just make sure we can see the gadget and hear you. Put it on YouTube. When you hit upload, there's a drop-down menu. Click on listed if you just don't want people to stumble across it. Send us the URL to mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we show it, and we probably will, you'll get the current issue of Mad Magazine and a Alfred E. Newman picture, 35-year-old collector's item picture, if you live in the U.S. or Canada. And if you live outside of those 2 places, we will give you a shout out and a big, hearty thank you. Okay? Mail@gizwiz.tv. We love to get new people sending in Gadget Warehouse videos, which doesn't have to be a warehouse video. Anything to do with a gadget.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, you're great. Just think, where is your favorite part of the house? And you probably have a gadget that makes your life a little bit better in that area. Is it the kitchen? Is it the office? Is it the living room? You probably have a gadget around there that helps your life out. Record it and send it in. Mail@gizwiz.tv. Okay, now let's play What the Heck Is It over at gizwiz.biz. We're halfway done. So if you haven't gotten in your suggestions yet, please do. This is the whole gadget. and nothing but the gadget. So I feel like I'm reading its rights here. You have the right to be the whole gadget and nothing but the gadget. Anything you gadget will be used against you in the court of Giz Wiz. Take a guess, take a gander as to what this is and send it over. It's pretty obvious to me that this is a glove for making cotton candy much easier. Cotton candy it was very wispy. Those little claws on the end of the glove make it quite easy to make cotton candy much better. So get a guessing over gizwiz.biz. There's 12 Mad magazines for correct answers if you actually know what this is. But if you're just clever, funny, or creative, there's double the Mad magazines for funny, good answers that make fun of the gadget. So get a guessing. Also, big thanks to our patrons over at patreon.com. If you support the show, we absolutely love you, and we can't thank you enough for your support and generosity. Patreon is a place for you to give a reoccurring payment to the show, every show. That's how we have ours set up. And right now we have over 260 patrons. That is fantastic, and we'd love for you to join in on the support over at patreon.com/gizwiz. If reoccurring isn't your game, you can also give via PayPal over at gizwiz.tv. Click the patron button and then scroll down and there's a PayPal link. Big heartfelt thank you from us to you guys who support the show. Don't forget about the meetup this weekend. One last reminder to keep it in your head as we head out. And gizwiz.tv is where the show lives. You can watch it live at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Whenever there's a schedule change, it's right at the top of the website. The next 2 weeks.
And next week there is, yes.
Yeah, next 2 weeks we'll be recording on Wednesday instead of on Thursday for those who watch the show live. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Giz Wiz.
I'll be here.